Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Aquarius from the 8th until the 14th. And what I'm going to do now is do the placements for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon while I talk about the astrology this week. And then I will get into the reading and the oracles for this particular week, okay? So, the beginning of the week belongs to Capricorn. Today, Monday and Tuesday, Capricorn, finishing up from where we were at last week. There will be some challenges for some people with communication Monday and Tuesday because of a huge conjunction that we have with the energy of Capricorn in its moon position with Venus trying to slide on in there within Capricorn. So they don't necessarily get along. I've described it as kind of like mom and dad having an argument, especially if you're in a relationship. You might find that this might just be the week that, or these next few days that you just kind of need to like chill a little bit. But even if this energy doesn't necessarily affect you personally, it can and will affect other people's level of communication. So it's kind of good information to know. The other thing that we have going on is these placements all week, and they will change, but we have the placement of Mercury in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, so that's a lot of energy that's pushing against these changes that want to happen, communication, and how fast things need to rise to the surface for your awareness and healing. We also have Chiron and Aries, especially on Monday, which is going to be another day where it just kind of adds a little bit more fuel to the fire, because we've been talking about owning your shit, so to speak, and healing your shit that as it comes up to whatever's coming up for you as far as needing to be changed out of your world here. We carry those same energies into Tuesday, and then we add to that Pluto in Capricorn. We've been talking about that one for a bit. Again, wanting things to shift and change, and then trying to figure out how we're going to persevere and make that work for us, along with Neptune in Pisces energy, that big airy fairy energy about wanting to create some new things. But we do late Tuesday change into the sign of our Aquarius. So let's see, when we get to Wednesday, we have a lot of squares that happen because of that big energy that's coming through, and the big air energy that we have trying to process all of this stuff that's trying to come through, right? So now we have that square with with Mars in Scorpio. We have another square with Mercury. We now have a square with Saturn in Aquarius, which is very interesting because we also have a conjunction. The conjunction happens with the moon in Aquarius with Aquarius, and then we have a conjunction which is going to be pretty powerful when it comes to the energy of Saturn, like I said, in the Aquarius position, but then also a square that happens with that Saturn in Aquarius with Mercury popping through into Scorpio. So it's just a lot of who's going to get there, who's going to make their biggest impact first, if you think about the energies from the planets being personalities, right? And then, of course, we do still have that big square with the Aquarius energy and Neptune in Uranus coming back in on Wednesday, Uranus in Taurus energy. So how do we make this change for the long haul is the big kind of concern that comes up. So if you can get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it will start to taper itself off by the time we get towards the weekend. So we have the culmination of the 11/11 portal on Thursday, which is also Veterans Day, which is also Remembrance Day for a lot of people. It's possible that you could get the day off of work. It's possible that the kids could be out of school. Maybe you take the day and you go do some things. So just be aware if you're out and about, it could be a little extra people-y. So, bubble yourself up to where you possibly can. But when we get to the energy of Thursday, we're now switching into the moon position of Pisces, which is why we kind of calm down a little bit, because now we have sister water energy with Scorpio and Pisces out together. Still, all the same placements that I talked about earlier this week, except again that this water energy tries to flow it a little bit more calmly as we get down the stream here. So Saturday and Sunday are the better days of the week, and of course Sunday we will transition into the moon sign in Aries. So all the same big energies that are there, they just happen to change from being again raised up in our awareness so that they can be cleared out a little bit later on this weekend. That's how you need to just think about it in simplistic terms. Okay, so there's your baby astrology for for this particular portion of the week. I think for me the biggest fun thing that's going to happen is going to be on Saturday when the moon in Scorpio has the trine with the sun, or excuse me, the moon in, oh, no, not this one. The moon in Pisces and the sun in Scorpio. That's just going to be a really awesome part of the afternoon because things are just going to be like flowing. It's going to be a really, really good energy. And again, of course, that turns into Sunday as well. Okay, so I've got 2 more cards to put down for the placements, and then we're going to get into the basic part of the reading. So this week we're using the Tarot deck. It's my big dogs. We're going to clarify with the White Sage Tarot deck, and because we had issues last week, I am going to pull a tiny additional spread for any energies that you are still carrying from last week up until this particular week. Okay, woohoo! We'll keep both of them. And then we have a couple of different oracles that are going to come out as well. I've got my Angel Prayer Oracle. I've got my Angel Guidance Oracle that's going to come out. And of course, we are going to honor Ganesha and pull out the Whispers of Ganesha deck that I just absolutely love for everyone here as well. So we will start the reading here in just a minute. And of course, we will start with the Sacred Geometry deck as we always do. And I will read the crystal suggestions and any of the mantras at the end of the whole reading for everyone. So hopefully you stick around for all of it. I have not quite learned how to chop this different detail up, but I think I may do that going forward because I'm getting a lot of good feedback about the placements being here to really help people. So I might start time stamping these so that if you don't care about the astrology, you can get that piece. If you want just the basic reading, you can get that piece. And of course, if you just want your specific details at the end, you can get that piece. Might do that. I also had a request from a lot of people to do yes, no's. So I will try to do that as well. Ooh, that's a nice one. All right, so here we have the Aquarius Sun. I will read that at the end. Aquarius Rising or Ascendant, and the Aquarius Moon position. So we will read those here in just a little bit. Not too bad. Okay, so here is the standard part of your reading. Thank you. Ooh, if Scorpio season wasn't enough, guess what you got? You got the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Take hold, because you absolutely have inevitable change on its way. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy, you guys. This is an awesome energy for you guys to be receiving here during Scorpio season. That is wonderful. So this is a master energy, and this is about, in a lot of ways, you realizing that you are shedding a lot of different things so that you can step into your mastery in itself. So that's pretty damn awesome. Let's go in with Ganesha really quick, and then I will lay down the cards for this particular week. Alrighty then, thank you. Very, very nice. We have spiritual practice. So spiritual practice for a lot of people is going to be about taking time to ensure that you're going in to practice your level, version, variation of what spirituality means to you. But the other meaning for this is that some of you already have a spiritual practice, and there will be some changes that are going to be taking place based on that spiritual practice. So that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and get the cards laid down for you. That's interesting. One flame is high and one flame is low. Let's just see what's going on here. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First card, Five of Pentacles. So in this deck, it's titled Worry. I will show you, but the Five of Pentacles has the energy in it, and it really can be just that whole Taurus Mercury energy about how do we continue to move forward with the pentacles that we currently have. It could mean for some of you also that you're coming out of that worry as well. You're realizing that things are getting ready to shift for you already from potentially a financial perspective, but a tangible perspective nonetheless. The energy that we have for Tuesday is the Two of Pentacles. So that is in its reverse position, throwing down the gauntlet and making a change, letting something go that is no longer serving you. Ooh, sexy. We have the Nine of Swords energy after that on Wednesday. Abso-freaking-lutely letting go of something that was negative. Second five on the board here is the Five of Wands energy on Thursday. It's titled Strife in this particular deck, but it's usually internal, but it can have something to do with minor competition and people that are just irritating you when it comes to Thursday's energy. On Friday, we have the Two of Wands, also in the reverse decision. Strong decision making happening this week for you, Aquarius. Ooh, Six of Swords, definitely traveling into your right direction on Saturday. And then Sunday, we have Sunday, the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. Aquarius, this is actually really good. This is the week that you're throwing down the freaking gauntlet. So there's been a lot of changes that have gone on, and what's been going on is you've been trying to balance what's been going on in the past, and you're starting to slowly chip off those different things that are meaningful to you very, very clearly. Let's go into last week's energy before I clarify, because I want to know what's chasing Aquarius this week. It's like you're stepping back. You're not putting so much energy into some different things that you were doing before, or someone in your environment is pulling back the energy a little bit and not being as what's that? I don't want to say that because it's not being effective. It's just not, it's the energy of just pulling back. Thank you. So we have definite energy of prior tower moments. You've got a big story here. We have the Ace of Coins in the reverse position with the Six of Coins. This is the energy. Again, this is energy from last week leading up until that's still in your energy this particular week, or the story up into. So these are my little dragon ones. There are a lot of detail in these, so I'm trying to let it focus. However, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, but then we've got that paired up with the Six of Pentacles, which is the energy of maybe not receiving equal in and out pentacles or resources or energy from somebody else that you thought was necessary. You've got the Two of Cups in the upright position with the Ten of Swords. So from an emotional perspective, you or someone else that you're dealing with, the Two of Cups usually means someone that you have a very strong connection with, even if it could be best friend, relative, it could be anyone, including people that you work with, just someone that you're very close with. But there is an ending to a situation here with that Ten of Swords that's in the reverse position, or you're letting go of something associated with a stronger bond there. We have also the Eight of Coins with the Hangman. He's not chasing everyone this week. So what we have going on here is the balance of the Eight of Coins, okay? And the Eight of Coins is the energy of continuing to do the day-to-day work, becoming the master of your particular craft. It has a lot of energy of work, but then also the Hanging Dragon is talking about you need to get a different perspective. There may be a need to sacrifice a little bit of your time to really go in and get the details that you get from your spiritual team in order to change your perspective a little bit on next steps. Okay, it also indicates that you have a lot of growing to do, and it also indicates that you're coming out a little bit of the dark night of the soul. But we also have the last card, meaning the Magician is in the reverse position, and that makes a lot of sense to me, because the Magician, if you're in the Hangman position, the Magician is trying to share with you the resources and tools that you need, that you can acquire and upgrade at this particular moment, so that you can carry that energy into what it is that you're doing this week. It means a lot of information is coming towards you this particular week. That is juicy energy. I like that quite a lot. Before I go into the clarifiers, I am going to pull an angel prayer card here, and let's just see what it is that they want to have you focus on. Again, we're talking about taking hold. You got inevitable changes that are coming, Phoenix rising from the ashes, and we've got spiritual practice on the board. I will read a little bit of the detail from Ganesh's page for spiritual practice, but let's see what the angels had to add to that as well. Ooh, that was super fast. Ooh. You have Ganesh's daddy. You have, look at this, inner power, the divine father. So the divine masculine version of who you are, because of course we're made up of feminine and masculine. You've got the divine masculine. This is the energy of do the thing, where creativity and design is the more feminine portion of getting the thing into fruition. This is Shiva. This is Ganesh's dad, if you guys didn't know that. Would you like to see father and son together? I think it's cute. You should do it. Look. Hi, Dad. How you doing? Yes, the story of Ganesha and his birth and all the other different types of things is very, very interesting. If you don't know the Hindu pantheon, I would suggest that you go do some research on it. It's beautiful. But it does say, Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. So this is the energy of the divine masculine. Now, ¿qué es eso en inglés? How do you call it? The sacred geometry that is behind him is the Shri Yantra. Okay, so the Shri Yantra invites you to bring in gifts. It invites you to bring in gifts. It's a wonderful tool to grid with if you do crystal grids and things of that nature as well. Love, love, love. Huge, huge energy, my friends. Getting you back to what it is that you need to do from whatever this old situation was that you are clearing out of from the past. Now we get nosy. Let us see what we have for our Aquarius. Why or what are we coming out of as far as worry with this Five of Pentacles? Okay. What else do we have to deal with here? This Five of Pentacles for our Aquarius. Okie dokie. That was super fast. Four of Cups. Acceptance of an offer. Acceptance of a situation. Acceptance of a maybe thought process. Okay. You guys aren't playing today. Look at this. Queen of Swords in the upright, the Moon position, and the Strength card. Okay, so here's what we've got. There's an acceptance or of something else going on with someone that represents an air sign. Shall we say Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius? There's some sort of an acceptance of information, responsibility, or something else that is gained with this. So Aquarius, I feel, is receiving the energy from the moon that is going to be sharing a little bit more detail about the healing and additional last minute pieces of healing that is going on here with these two major arcana. I am going to pull one card here from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Aquarius, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so what they're just sharing with you, what they're sharing with you is be cautious with anything that comes up as an impulsive behavior with this Mars energy. Okay, the other thing they're saying is it will affect your fortune. And There's something to do with companionship that is out there. That is the moon in Libra energy, so another sister sign. But there is definite caution that you need to just take a look and I would just review every detail today because it could affect your eventual status. So that is what the moon wants to share with you. They want to have you continue healing, so they're giving you a heads up about these different types of situations for you. Okay, now when we get to the energy, of Tuesday, let's figure out what it is that we're dropping with this Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. So we're changing something. We're letting go of something that we can no longer hold on to. What is that for our Aquarius? We have the Page of Wands in the reverse position. We have the Empress and we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, so what I'm getting out of this is that we have information that is on its way, or information that you were made aware of with this Page of Wands in the reverse position. So either way, doesn't even matter which order I was going to put this in, the Nine of Cups first or the Empress upright first. What I do feel that we're getting out of this, and I'm going to leave it like this. This helps me share the details a little bit better. You are dropping, you're not getting the information that you want with this Nine of Cups, this satisfaction with this Empress energy. So Empress energy has a lot to do with Libra Taurus energy, but Empress energy has a lot to do with your manifestation as well. She is the ultimate manifester in the situation, and that has a lot to do for me with the Magician also being in the reverse position. So there's this thought process that you're changing about what it is for you to be completely satisfied and whole with this Nine of Cups. It also can mean that someone's ego is being dropped enough to be able to allow them to get to this next level of Empress energy here. Okay, so there's something that needs to drop, and for me, I'm really getting like a more ego. And when I say ego, I mean everyone has ego. You can't live here without having some level of form of protection, but there's a portion of that is being changed, that's allowing more space for this new energy to come in. So I really do commend that. And then following that up on Wednesday with the Nine of Swords in the reverse position, you are no longer, or you are releasing the energy of something being overly cruel or making you anxious, not able to sleep, all kinds of things. So we have another page that shows up here. Wow, for sure. Two of Swords in the reverse position, the Page of Swords in the upright. Let's see what else we have here. What else do we have? Two of Swords, Page of Swords. Is there? Yep, there it is. Thank you. What we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah. Interesting. So this is another timing type of a situation for what it is that we've got going on here. You are releasing yourself potentially from an air sign that you are looking back at in one way, shape, fashion, or form. It could also be yourself that is reviewing something that was going on from the past. You've made a strong decision to release something in order to have a little bit more peace, right? So the Page of Swords usually comes in talking about new information, but the other thing that the Page of Swords is talking about, and this is where I'm getting with it, with this Ace of Pentacles that is here, the reverse position, is a timing situation. And for some of you, I'm getting digital. I'm literally getting digital out of this. I don't know what that means. What does digital mean? Whatever digital means to you. Oh, online. So there's something going on with online. Like there's a decision for some. This isn't for everybody, but some of you are making a decision to do something differently online. Continue that thought process, because the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is a timing situation. It's just not ready for you at this particular moment. So continue to develop whatever that is, but you can give yourself a break right now because it's not happening in the now of the now. So when we move to the Five of Wands energy on Thursday, the Five of Wands energy is It's Saturn's energy with Leo's energy. It's how we're going to change something. It does have something to do with healthy competition sometimes. It has a lot to do, like I said, with internal thought processes for people as well. So let's see what we've got. It wants to be the Star card. Hello. Let's see what we got going on. And the Queen of Wands. Ah, chinga. Sorry. Ooh, sorry. I am so gonna get banned. What's going on? Hold on. One at a time. Okay, I get it. Just shuffle. I'm gonna shuffle. We're gonna clear this energy out. So the Star card, I feel, has a lot to do with where you were at in the past. Queen of Wands has a lot to do with entrepreneurial energy. It has a lot to do with maybe not feeling good. It has a lot to do with maybe not feeling heard, respected, or honored in one way, shape, form, or another. What else do we have here? Woo! Thank you. Fudge. Why are we always... Okay. Here's the cards that popped out, you guys. We have the Queen of Wands, which is... There's just not a lot of passion. I'm sorry. we keep getting the same damn story. We still keep having this Four of Wands energy, Rods energy, 1111 energy literally showing up on 1111. And the supporting cards that we have here is dropping this Capricorn. Two of Pentacles in the reverse position, this Capricorn energy, something that's not making you happy, or again, you're dropping something that you're feeling bonded to. You're releasing yourself from that. So the strife looks like to me it's changing. You're in the middle of bringing that energy up so that you can finally clear that out. Okay. Yeah. Not feeling... Okay, well that's good though. I mean, that's good. So when we get to the energy of Friday, we have the Two of Rods. There has been a strong decision that has been made. The Dominion card, the Two of Wands. You cannot make a wrong decision when you have the Two of Wands. You can't, because at the end of the day, they both end up within the same vicinity when you travel that road, okay? Whatever decision you make. So there's definitely a decision that was made, or it will be made. We have the Eight of Pentacles, work. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We also have the Five of Swords in reverse. Wow, that is awesome. So there's a decision that you're strongly considering. Now, if we go back to the energy of last week, that's what's chasing you here. It is work. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles continuing to do you, and the Hangman and the Magician is the energy of where you're at. So that's what we've got going on here. The Knight of Swords not bringing you a swift gift if that is what you need, but also the Five of Swords being in the reverse position is like lack, or how do you want to call it? Not arguing. Not challenging the situation, not being overly aggressive is really the energy that I want to say. So whatever it is that you're doing here with work, there's going to be an opportunity for things to calm down. If there maybe has been a little bit of a challenge, not sure what this is all about per se. They said pull this. All right, so let's pull one card from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Explain to me this combination. Two of Rods in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Is there anything else that I missed on that? Optimism. That's weird. Not feeling comfortable? What? Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So the sideways energy is the risk. So you are going to be making a decision. It has a lot to do with what it is that you have worked on up until this particular moment and taking a risk on something it is that you want to do going forward. But whatever this decision is that you're going to be doing moving forward, you're going to be doing it in a very calm manner. Okay, so that's what's up there. Okay, so when we get to the energy of Saturday, Six of Swords, moving very swiftly with guidance out of a challenging place into a place that's more balanced and clear energy for you. Okay, this is Mercury in Aquarius energy. First card, Three of Wands. Which way do I keep it? Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, seriously? All right, so regardless of whether this card, the Three of Wands, is upright or reversed, having something to do with the decision that has been made with Spirit, you are definitely co-creating with Spirit. Because the other two cards that came out are the Three of Swords in the reverse position with the Two of Wands upright, supporting the decision that you are making. So this weekend is going to be a critical weekend for you because this one is sideways here. So you will be going through the thought processes of what is going on here with this dominion. This Two of Rods, same card. Two of Wands, Two of Rods, same card. These are the same cards here. But whatever it is, you're definitely going to be healing out of this thought process. I like this a lot. I really do. This is indicating that this is where you're going in hangman mode and you're receiving that different conversation, and whatever it is, it's going to spark you. So then when we get to the Sunday energy of the Seven of Cups, you finally made a decision. You had all these options and opportunities in front of you, and you finally decided to take the first cup down, and you're deciding to drink that water. And you're starting with one and going to two. So you're slowing your pace down a little bit and being less, confused isn't the word that I want to use, but confused is the word that I'm going to use, because up until this point, it appears as though you weren't comfortable with balance and allowing things to happen the way that they needed to happen. So we've got the we have the Knight of Cups, the White Knight showing up here. Not allowing the White Knight of energy to show up, along with Temperance in the reverse position. Could be that you're dealing with someone that's Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius in your chart with that Temperance card. But when the Temperance card shows up in the reverse position, there's this lack of patience that was happening, lack of moderation as well. That's a lot of freaking water energy on that one. There it is. She's chasing me this week with all the readings. So you are going to figure out what that is. Here's what we've got. 3 major arcana clarifying, 4 major arcana clarifying what's going on here. There is no White Knight. You are the White Knight in this particular situation on Sunday, Aquarius. What we have here is the Magician in reverse. Again, chasing you from last week, learning the information. The Chariot in reverse, slow down. And the High Priestess will yield to you when you get in hangman mode all of the information that you need. And you, some of you, thank you, are High Priestess. In order for you to do your work, you've got to really focus on your spiritual practice here, because there's a perspective that's getting ready to show up for you that if you would have done it any other way would have kicked you in the ass in the back end. But the High Priestess, you are figuring this out very, very quickly. Is there anything else on that one? Yes. Okay. Endurance. So the Sun in Scorpio. All right. If you've been tired, take your rest. Enterprise. Yeah, this definitely has a lot to do with how you are creating your fortune. Aries energy, which is Sunday is the day that it switches into the sign of Aries. So thank you for confirming that. Yeah, so here we go. Something, yeah, some of you guys are doing something publicly. Okay, so what universe is saying here in Aquarius energy, Mercury in Aquarius is trying to show you a new way to do something. Only you do it this particular way, and like you're missing the sign a little bit, and this has a lot to do with your future money and resources. So I would be paying attention to spirit, like really deeply going in this particular week. A lot of this changeover as well happens for me between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. When you get to Friday and Saturday, you're swimming in the energy in order to do the final thing that you need to do. But on Sunday, you pull one cup down, and out of you pulling down that one cup of the 7, it starts to really flow the different details that you need. So this week, you're asked to be in your strongest masculine decisive power. What it looks like, that is what it is that you're doing. But it also looks to me as though you're getting ready to come out. So this Phoenix rising within the next week, I'm telling you that you are going to be in a broader version of power than you haven't felt or seen in quite a while. You gotta let Scorpio finish killing off the last of the layer of whatever it is. That is what you are here to do this week. What is going on here? Okay. Anyway, this is a good reading because, again, it means you're in that whole transformation period and you're allowing it to happen where before you may have had a little bit of resistance. Whatever has not been balanced, you are going to figure that out, and you are going to very decisively release any resistance to the last pieces of those things this week, and it will be done in a way that is meaningful for you. So it's not as painful, because I can see you've already been doing a lot of different work. Okay, so good for you. Let's move on with our angel guide, and let's see what other details we have this week for our Aquarius going through this big change. You want it to be, nope, they said shuffle up and deal. I fat fingered it. Sorry. Okay, so I'm getting some guidance here. There's going to be something that shows up when we switch over to Moon in Cancer time. Sun and Moon in Cancer are very important for you, Aquarius, at this particular moment. I don't know if you have Cancer in your chart. Thank you. This is what they're telling me. Something with Cancer is really going to open up for you. Okay, so it could be when we get to the end of the month here, when we transition back through the signs and their moon positions in Cancer. Or you have Cancer energy really strongly in your chart, or you're dealing with someone that has a lot of Cancerian in your chart. But there's something very significant for you that they're channeling for me that has a lot of detail with Cancer energy. Anyway, the card that popped up is absolutely expect miracles. What you are doing is exactly right for you at this particular moment in time, and this is on its way, so don't doubt it, even though this seems a little bit sketch this week. This is the Phoenix rising, like going through all of this stuff. Okay, now let us get into the individual placements. Okay, if you are an Aquarius sun sign, this is the detail that's coming up here. It's the energy of Sagittarius, I see, being aware. Okay, Sagittarius fire energy, this optimism and things of that particular nature that Sagittarius is really, really good for. It's just an opportunity for you to realize that there is optimism and other things that are out there. This is the energy of moving forward with ease and grace with Six of Wands energy. Not quite all the way there, Six of Swords, but you're going to move from this Five of Wands into the Six of Wands. I bet you if it doesn't, I bet you it shows up next week. Okay? Five of Wands energy. You definitely have family of light around you, so please make sure that you are calling on your family of light, whatever that particular pantheon is for you. You've got a lot of support while you're going through this big change. The biggest issue and sticking point for this particular week for you is the Nine of Swords, okay? And this energy is on Wednesday for you. So the Nine of Swords energy, again, is self-inflicted, but they are thoughts. It's anxiety. It's excitement, which creates the inability for some people to sleep. And usually the energy can also be very temporary if you realize that that's what it's about. So do your best to get some good night's sleep. This is what the universe is saying. Finding balance this day or this week is going to be extremely important for you. You have to make the best of whatever pops up for you this particular week, right? Keep positive about it. We also have the energy of Archangel Asmodal stepping forward. Archangel Asmodal is the angel for Taurus. Okay, so that is Venus energy that is right there for you as well. But let's pull on Asmodal and see if there's anything specific that he wants to talk about, because we're talking about your money. So he is earth and energy. Let us move. Asmodal, patience. Sagittarius energy. Patience, patience, patience. Get the crap out of it. You guys cannot make this stuff up. I freaking love my job. Patience, Sagittarius, temperance energy. Okay, that is what he's talking about. You're holding back in one particular area. No, it's not. You might be seeking instant results, and you need to allow whatever time is necessary for the plans to develop. And it's hard to wait when you personally want to act, but patience can be a source of strength. So use this time to think, learn, and plan so you can move ahead quickly when the time of waiting is over. That's basically what's up, okay? You don't have to get yourself stirred up here, because there's nothing you can do about it. Call on your family of light and make the best of what shakes out of this week. Shake out, okay? If you are a Sagittarius rising, get the shit out of here. This is awesome. This is what's supporting you this particular week. Mars, shaking things up, forcing things to happen, okay? Find out where Mars is in your chart when it pushes up against your sign, obviously knowing that it's here very, very much this particular week. We talked about it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, very, very heavy. I'm going to skip to this one, orbs of light. So some of you that are just awakening, or even those of you that are already on your, fully in your path, orbs of light. Some of you are starting to see orbs of light, which is the energy of higher beings. So higher beings can be your fairies. They're super awesome. Fairies can be angels. Fairies can be your guides starting to show up. They can also be ancestors that are showing up, but you're starting to see out of the corner of your eye or other different types of things, orbs of light. That is high energy, so don't be scared of it, but that is kind of what's going on here. The most important thing for you guys this week is your independence, your autonomy, your self-will in a situation. The Nine of Coins energy also has a lot to do with being grounded, taking time in nature, knowing that you have everything that you need with the Six of Coins. That makes everything balanced as far as equal give and equal take. But the other three coins that are on the card have a lot to do with you being able to help and share with someone else in the time of need, okay? So it has a lot to do with you being completely connected in as well. And therefore we have the clarity of mind. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. This is awesome. So clarity of mind comes to you when you're rooted and you are very, very grounded. So some of you need to spend a little bit of time outside this week, getting really super grounded and doing some super deep meditations if you can't get outside, and planting your roots and strengthening your pillar. And then we have Archangel Asmodal that steps forward. Sagittarius angel. Again, something is going on here with Sagittarius. Let's pull a card and see what Asmodal wants to talk about. So Asmodal is talking about, for sure, maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart. Maybe you do. Pull your chart, take a quick peeky peek and see what the details are for you there. But yeah, he's talking about independence. November. There's something with November as well. But the other things he's talking about is, you are hesitant for some reason to become independent and stand on your own 2 feet. That's a problem. You've got to do you. Regardless of what anybody else has got going on, you have to do you. You have to be independent. So if you have to make a change this week in order to support your independence, you better get down with the get down and really start thinking about what that is for you, okay? Now, if you are an Aquarius Moon sign, then these are the additional messages for you. Resources. Sixth house energy is routine. Sixth house is free will energy as well. It is whatever you decide to do on a day-to-day basis is going to allow you to do the things and create the energetic momentum that you need in order to change. So the sixth house is future momentum. It's routine. Examine what it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis so that you can beef it up where you possibly can in order to change a couple of different things. Now let me see what this card has to say here, because these guys have it in a little bit different of an order, but that's okay. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. What are you evaluating? What can you change about what it is that you're doing in your day-to-day routine for future momentum? This is interesting. Initiation by air is what it is that we have here. I will read a little bit of the detail out of this one. This is what's going on for you. This is the most critical factor. This Four of Wands, this 11-11 energy, this joy that you would feel in your home or in your business. What is that for you? What is it that you can do on a daily basis potentially to help support and edit that? Whatever it is that you've been going through, it's all for a reason. It all has a lot to do with you transforming into this particular moment and examining the different things that are happening. Now, here's the twist of fate that I think is super interesting in this one, okay? You have two archangels, and before I even get into this one, I'm going to pull these. Perpetual, Archangel Perpetual is talking about you absolutely have success. Ultimate success is here, okay? So, it's absolutely showing up to you. That is what Perpetual is here for. She works really, really hard to push people to get to the point where you can achieve what it is that you need. So if you need a little extra boost, then call on Perpetual, and she will come in and help you. And it has a lot to do with finance. For a lot of you, it has a lot to do with financial support. So just I'm tossing that out there because, like I said, you're being told that you're going to be very, very successful. Okay. It's inviting you to continue to strive to achieve your goals and confident that ultimate success ultimately is yours. It is for you, okay? Now, the last card that we have, let me just pull up the details on this one. Harahel. Earth Angel, beginning of the book. Knowledge, wisdom. Harahel comes through. He looks after schools, colleges, libraries, and any other place of strong learning, okay? There's something that you need to focus on and increase your knowledge with. It could be for a career, or it could be something that you're studying even as a hobby or an interest, but whatever the reason, you need to enroll in a class or a course or borrow or buy something that has something to do with what it is that you're interested in. Like I said, for me, Cancer is popping up a lot. This has to do with your future resourcefulness as well. So resources can clearly mean money, but it also means other things that are available to you as well. So something is going to help you, and that is one of the reasons why he's stepping forward. So let's look at the initiation by air for you. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, you can't make this stuff up, you guys. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How you choose to use your mind power is up to you, but you do know that it can bring comfort, peace, and strength to you as you take to your spiritual journey. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are keeping yourself not trapped in fear with the amount of power that you do have. It's important, and these connections that you have on a day-to-day basis really do help you. So if that wasn't a way to go back into this, I don't even know what to tell you. Let's circle back here and end this up with whatever additional detail. Did I read this already? I don't know that I did. Let's go back and read this. I'm pretty sure I said it. Yeah. If I didn't, then this is what Ganesh is talking about. A spiritual practice will help you ground your day. It may trigger observations that lead to life-changing breakthroughs and ideas. He's literally talking about burning incense, doing any type of prayers, invocations, and spells, as far as many cultures are concerned. Sage. I'm just going through this really, really quickly. A lot of the tools and techniques, to help you practice each day. Good Lord. That is, you can't make this stuff up, okay? So if you're not doing it already and giving yourself the time, then this is the time for you to start doing some of those things. So sage versus incense versus Palo Santo versus, there is no versus. All of the different tools that are available to us do work. So whatever it is that you like, use that. So if you're going to do something on a daily basis, you at least need to enjoy what it is. And if you don't like sage, don't burn it. Burn Palo Santo. If you don't like Palo Santo and you can't burn things, use essential oils in candles maybe, or something else that really is going to help you get into that whole thought process and giving yourself the time. I'm going to move quickly here to the last portion of suggestions for everyone that pulled this card. I think we've kind of talked about it. But yes, so here's another mantra if you'd like to use it. I am able to build firm foundations in my life while remaining balanced and harmonized in my everyday life. That's what it's about, okay? The crystal suggestion that we have with this particular card is vast, but they are talking about garnet, if you can get your hands on that, Mangano calcite, which is one of my favorites, Tiffany stone, Shiva lingam, or even golden apatite, okay? So to fully gain a full life here, you have to awaken yourselves on a conscious level that allows you to see the depth of the layers of not only our soul, but that of our surroundings. We're all given free choice and free will when we're birthed here, right? And our soul star wants us to create the lives we want before encountering, us crossing over to the next life. So you should be able to understand that during this transformation time, there is an unlimited potential for what it is that you can be. And you need to take the steps on your own to try to get there. So it looks as though many of you are getting ready to do that this particular week. It's going to be a very pivotal week for you. And congratulations to you, because that's really awesome. So whether you are Aquarius Sun, Rising, or Moon, I hope that you got a lot of good content out of this particular reading. If you did and you learned something different, then make sure that you give this a like. You can share this out. Feel free to comment below. And if you didn't get everything out of this one, that's fine. Make sure that you're taking a look at your full sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, and your north node. All of those combined together really do give you a better full picture. Otherwise, what you would need to do is you need to do a personal reading, and I'm totally available to do that. Look in the description box below for my email and my website in order to book an appointment with me. Should you like to do so, I would be very happy to work with you. Having said that, many, many, many blessings, Aquarius, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.